Welcome to the Enchanted Archives, where myths, legends, and ancient mysteries come to life.
When you think of Halloween, a few images probably spring to mind. Witches riding on broomsticks, ghosts drifting through dark corridors, and zombies lurching towards you in the night. But have you ever wondered where these classic Halloween icons come from and how they became so deeply intertwined with this haunted holiday? Today, we're diving deep into the history of Halloween icons to uncover the origins of witches, ghosts, and zombies, and why they've become permanent fixtures in our spooky celebrations. Witches are among the most enduring symbols of Halloween, representing fear, power, and the unknown. But where did the notion of the sinister witch originate? The concept of witchcraft dates back to ancient times, when people believed in magic and its connection to the natural and supernatural worlds. Witches were thought to possess the ability to control natural forces, whether for healing or harm. In ancient Egypt, witches and sorcerers were believed to channel deities to perform magic, while in ancient Greece, the goddess Hecate was revered as the goddess of witchcraft, necromancy, and the night. In medieval Europe, witches were often women who were accused of possessing dark powers, casting spells, and making pacts with the devil. The notorious witch trials, like those of Salem in the late 1600s, were fueled by paranoia, fear of the unknown, and deeply ingrained superstitions. Hundreds of women and men were accused, tried, and executed as witches in an attempt to purge communities of evil. As fear of witchcraft faded, the image of the witch evolved in folklore and pop culture. By the 20th century, witches were transformed from feared entities into mysterious yet empowering symbols. Works like Shakespeare's Macbeth portrayed witches as sinister harbingers of doom, while The Wizard of Oz, 1939, introduced us to both the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch. In modern media, witches are depicted in a variety of ways, from the dark and seductive witches in American Horror Story, Coven, to the playful and charming Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Halloween's connection to witches stems from the holiday's ancient roots in Samhain, a Celtic festival marking the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, a time when the veil between the living and the dead was believed to be thinnest. Witches, with their mystical powers and ability to commune with spirits, naturally fit into this narrative. Today, witches are a staple of Halloween costumes, decorations, and lore. Ghosts, the spirits of the dead who linger among the living, are another iconic Halloween symbol. But the belief in ghosts isn't confined to Halloween. It's a universal concept that dates back millennia. The earliest records of ghost stories come from ancient cultures like Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China. In Mesopotamia, it was believed that the dead needed to be properly buried and honored to prevent them from becoming restless spirits. The ancient Egyptians were known for their elaborate burial rituals designed to protect the deceased in the afterlife. Meanwhile, in Chinese folklore, ancestral spirits were believed to have a direct influence over the living, guiding, and protecting their descendants. In Western culture, the fear of ghosts became especially prominent during the Middle Ages, when Christianity's view of the afterlife included heaven, hell, and purgatory. The idea of spirits trapped in limbo became a source of both fascination and terror. The Victorian era was a particularly significant time for ghost stories, as seances, spirit photography, and ghost literature became popular. Authors like Charles Dickens added to the genre with works like A Christmas Carol, which featured the ghost of Jacob Marley. Ghosts are an obvious fit for Halloween's spooky atmosphere. The holiday's origins in Samhain involved rituals to honor the dead, and it was believed that spirits could return to the world of the living on this night. To ward off unwanted spirits, the Celts would light bonfires and wear masks. Today, ghosts are a must-have for Halloween decor, with images ranging from eerie spectral figures to cute sheet-covered phantoms that haunt front lawns. Zombies have become a modern horror phenomenon, but their roots trace back to ancient myths and rituals that still resonate in popular culture. The earliest known concept of zombies can be traced to Haitian Vodou. In this belief system, a bokor, or sorcerer, could use dark magic to reanimate a corpse, creating a mindless, soulless being that served the bokor's will. The idea of the undead, bodies without souls, emerged in West African traditions and was brought to Haiti through the Atlantic slave trade. These zombie stories symbolize the dehumanizing experience of slavery, where individuals were stripped of their autonomy and forced to serve. The modern zombie that we recognize today was popularized by George A. Romero's 1968 film, Night of the Living Dead. This movie introduced the concept of flesh-eating zombies that spread infection, which soon became a staple of horror films, literature, and video games. Zombies represent society's deepest fears, often tied to themes of contagion, societal collapse, and mindless conformity. Recent films like World War Z, series like The Walking Dead, and even comedies like Shaun of the Dead have cemented zombies as versatile horror figures that can be scary, tragic, or even comedic. While zombies do not have direct historical ties to Halloween, their association with the holiday has grown due to the broader theme of the undead and the desire to embrace all things scary. Zombie-themed events, such as zombie walks and haunted houses, have become common during Halloween, turning the fear of the reanimated corpse into a fun, festive activity. The combination of witches, ghosts, and zombies creates a chilling trifecta of Halloween icons that each contribute to the eerie spirit of the holiday. The enduring popularity of these creatures on Halloween reflects humanity's fascination with the unknown, the supernatural, and the afterlife. But why do we enjoy being scared? According to psychologists, the controlled fear of encountering witches, ghosts, or zombies in films, haunted houses, or even urban legends allows us to experience thrills in a safe environment. It's a chance to confront the unknown, test our bravery, and explore the darker aspects of human existence without real danger. In modern times, these Halloween icons have taken on new meanings. Witches have become symbols of female empowerment, representing independence, knowledge, and mystical strength. Ghosts, on the other hand, often symbolize unresolved issues or lingering grief, serving as metaphors for what haunts our minds and hearts. Zombies reflect social anxieties, from pandemics and political turmoil to questions about humanity's future in a world driven by consumerism and technology. If you are looking to add a touch of traditional spookiness to your Halloween celebrations, here are some ideas inspired by witches, ghosts, and zombies. Host a witch-themed costume party where guests can dress as classic witches, modern spellcasters, or even historical figures from infamous witch trials. Create a witch's potion with dry ice, fruit punch, and eerie garnishes like gummy worms for a magical treat. Gather around a cauldron-shaped fire pit for ghost stories and s'mores. Ghost-themed Halloween. Decorate your home with glowing ghost lanterns and eerie fog machines to create a haunted atmosphere. Organize a ghost story night where you and your friends share chilling tales, from local legends to famous hauntings. Set up a DIY spirit board session. Just be sure to respect the potential spirits. Zombie-themed Halloween. Host a zombie escape room or a survival-themed scavenger hunt in your neighborhood. Try your hand at zombie makeup with fake blood, torn clothing, and grungy props to create a realistic look. End the night with a zombie movie marathon, featuring classics like Night of the Living Dead, Train to Busan, and 28 Days Later. Witches, ghosts, and zombies are more than just spooky decorations. They represent some of humanity's oldest fears, beliefs, and stories. As you celebrate Halloween this year, remember the rich histories behind these icons and how they continue to shape our imaginations, culture, and the thrill of the unknown. Happy Halloween, and remember, it's all just a bit of hocus pocus. Or is it?